Okay, so just this is the second time recording because I didn't record the audio. The first time we recorded, we got like 6.5 minutes in. But I was just saying before that I don't really hear people say, "Oh, ako sayaw pito malo. I'm really good. Ako sayaw pito. Ako sayaw pito." And maybe people do say that. I don't know, but like for me, I haven't heard many. It's not a common thing that I hear for people to say, "Oh, I'm really good at ako sayaw pito." And I'm just wondering if that ties to like part of Tongan culture where in everywhere you go, how you present yourself is with a sense of humility.
Right, yeah.
So it's not like, oh, I'm amazing. It's like, oh, I'm okay. I'll say bear my law, say bear. So yeah, so I feel good. We went to the gym this morning.
Yeah.
We've been doing some early morning sessions. 5:30 wake up.
Yeah.
6 o'clock hit the gym. So yeah, I feel good. Had a nice little post Valentines breakfast with you this morning. The kids went to school and na eta ho kai pongpongi or kai pongpongi breakfast in Tongan. What's it in a varsity?
Sopane.
Breakfast.
Breakfast. Yeah.
Ma sopane kordim.
Hordim. Yeah. Meaning together. Like hord is
Eat.
eight.
Eight.
And then im means together. We did it together.
Wait. What indicates that it's a past tense?
Hord.
So what's like we're going to eat?
Hord.
No. Like if you say ma
Mi horim.
mi horim. So then hord is just like
Hord. Hordim. So mi horim is we will
so
go
hord was a D.
with a D. We've eaten
Then mi horim.
is we're going to.
Okay, that's called nut. So na eta ho na indicating past tense. Ta, the two of us, exclusive, no one else. Na ta ho na ta alo kai mea kai pung pung.
Yeah.
Hit our need today. So we went and some breakfast this morning and yeah, little post Valentines. Not that we really do much for like for Valentines. It's I have a question, I'll come back to that. But because it's Valentine's, I wanted to share this word ofa'anga,
Yeah.
which is a word that indicates I don't know the like actual definition. Actually, let me look it up. But what my understanding is, it's like my loved one or the one that I love. But I think we're touching on this idea of like maybe because the word anga is used in lots of different ways. It's a suffix that's used in lots of different words, and here we go. So of anga is object of affection. So the object of my affection.
Right.
So, and I was saying how like before, nofo anga is a word that's nofo meaning to remain or stay, and then anga is like again that suffix used in that context maybe indicates that like it's the place, the object where you stay or remain.
Right. Yeah.
Object where you stay or remain, but yeah, like your home,
Yes.
your place of residence. Of us, of anga. And I've never really said that to you because it's not really a word that's part of my Tongan vocabulary. I hear it a lot in like Tongan love songs. It's a bit corny. but yeah, I don't know. It's like actually now that I think about it, I don't feel like I see a lot of public displays of affection in Tongan culture, but we have lots of love songs.
Yeah.
Speaking of love for like another person,
Yeah. Right.
trying to woo them or like tell them of their love for them. But yeah, there is actually not a lot of public display of affection, and this is kind of like an inside joke amongst Polynesians, where it's like you don't share any public displays of affection. 5 years later, teen kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So things are happening behind closed doors, but
Right.
in public it's it's like, just keep your hands to yourself. You know, we want to be modest. I think maybe it comes from like,
I don't know if it's modesty. Is it more chastity than modesty?
I don't know what it is, but just some random observation. I'm just trying to think about it. But yeah, off anger.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay.
But speaking of that, because I was mentioning before how we don't, we don't really practice Valentines in that traditional way, buy gifts and stuff.
Yeah.
I was thinking of this question, like, what's your what do you think about the idea of love language? You know how that's like a popular idea at the moment, and people are like, "Oh, these are my love languages. I love like this and that, words of affirmation, physical touch, gifts, yada yada yada." Have you heard of love languages?
Yeah, but I think for me, the idea of the love is a verb. It's an action verb. It's something that you do. It's not something that you say it, but it's more about the things that you do, the little things that you do in the day, like mowing the lawn, for example, or you doing the dishes after one of us has cooked a meal, or tidying up after yourself so that nobody has to clean up afterwards.
Who are you pointing to? There's no one behind here.
Yeah, you know exactly who I mean. I'm pointing at myself. So, you know what I mean? So, like...
Exposed. I didn't know we were going in that direction. Okay.
We do have children that are messy at times, right? So, like, stuff like that, I feel like, and like, going out of your way, like, when Dahila wants to, like, she finishes school and she wants to be picked up, and she's nervous about going on the bus. We don't disregard her feelings. We're like, yep, okay, we'll come and collect you, even though we're slowly, gradually, hopefully getting her to the point where she feels comfortable to be more independent. But we recognise that it takes a little bit of time for her, and that's okay. But eventually we know that that's where she's going to get, you know what I mean? So things like that, I think that, like, understanding a person and then working with them to achieve a goal, but also taking care of BAU in the house and that sort of thing, that's all, to me, that's love language.
I don't know which category that would fit into, but like obviously, like it's action
It's
oriented.
all action oriented.
And I fully agree as well. Yeah, words are nice. Like, but actually, to be honest, I grew up thinking words of affirmation were a bit corny. Like, oh, you're my loved one, you're beautiful, you're amazing. Not corny in the way that like this is a very cliche way of expressing yourself in movies and songs and whatnot. And like, it's almost like and I don't want to like throw anyone under the bus, put anyone down who like finds words of affirmation and meaningful. But it's one level of like receiving love from someone, them telling you.
Yeah.
But I feel like action is maybe the next level of like manifesting that love as well.
It certainly is, because even like buying gifts, like say you do something, like that's a false sense of love. If like, for example, I'm always doing something wrong, and then I'm like, oh, I better buy you a gift to make it all right. But that's like not actually fixing the root of the problem. It's like, so if I really love you and you don't like that thing that I potentially did or said, then I have to make the effort to not then do that thing again, or you know what I mean? Like if it's serious enough.
Because I feel like action requires like a conscious effort.
Absolutely.
To like change your behavior in the way you like, because when you're changing your behavior, it's an indication of like you know what that person likes or dislikes, or like how you want to show that you care for them.
That's right.
Whereas like I think of, and again, like I don't want to throw anyone down, like put anyone down who's like who thinks gifts is their love language, but like I don't know. To me, it's like like what you described in terms of like if someone did something wrong and then you buy them gifts to make up for it, it's like reducing, you know, or like even turning forgiveness into a transaction, and to be like, I can purchase your forgiveness by buying you this thing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
which is weird.
But that's not for me, that's not what, like, I would want. You know what I mean? It's not, it's more meaningful if somebody, you know, shows that in action.